I'm not going to sit here long and stand here and just discuss this for forever. But wow, what a choke! Wow, that was bad on a lot of levels. Okay, 18-point lead heading into half. I mean, at one point right before half or something like that, and you blow it. But it wasn't like you blew it before the third or something like that. Something that we'd expect. You blew that way later in the game that you had no shot. I mean, you had a chance, but Drew Holiday clamped him up. Drew Holiday completely clamped up Nimhard at the end of the game. That was bad. But without Tyrese Halliburton, this game shouldn't have been this close. I would say this game should have not been this close at all. Celtics have had the problem, they've always had this problem, of they don't take care of business cleanly in games that they probably should. But since Indiana just forgets to actually play good in late game situations against Boston, they did for a long time. I mean, even in the Victor Oladipo team in Indiana, they had a lot of leads against them in that series they had against Boston, and they blew all of them. This reminds me of that Portland Trailblazers, Golden State Warriors, Western Conference Finals, 2019, if you remember that. The Blazers had like 3 17-point leads that game, in that series, and they got swept. It reminds me of that because the Pacers have had two good chances to win games. You have the lead with under a minute to go, make a play. Just don't lose, and then they lost. And it's like, wow, how do you lose? I mean, Andrew Nembhard had a really good game, just had a bad little play at the end. I like the idea of having a no timeout situation, but no one ran up the court. It was just Nembhard against Drew Holiday, which is the worst guy you can have guarding you in a situation like that if you're an offense, because that man has proven time and time again, if he's guarding you with the game on the line, he's probably going to end up getting the stop. And he got the stop, and he ripped the ball away from him, but no one hustled back, which is kind of weird. But Siakam not bad. Tatum played a good game. Brown not bad at all. White made some big shots. Horford made like 7 threes. That's a career high for him. And then Drew Holiday did what he did. So good for him. Boston's in the NBA Finals. Like it's not a surprise. We knew heading into the series. After game 1, it was like, this is over. And then Boston again has got lucky. Every single series, their best player has got hurt on the opposing team. Halliburton in this series, Mitchell in last series, Butler in the series before. They've got really lucky in that realm, but they've taken care of business barely this time. But they have. So Boston's in the NBA Finals. It's probably going to be them against Dallas unless if Ant just does something impressive. Because the bench players have been good for Minnesota. It's just not the stars have not been good. And this series, I mean, Pacers didn't play a bad game. McConnell did good. They just messed up when it mattered the most. There's a legitimate world that they're up 2-1 heading into a fourth game, heading a possibility going up 3-1 against Boston. That's a legitimate possibility. But now we're down. They're down 3-0. Still at home. Maybe you win a game at home with Halliburton probably going to be back. This is bad. This is bad. Boston's NBA Finals round, so good job, Boston. Probably going to play Dallas. This is the worst finals I could have asked for. God bless y'all.